Hey everybody, it's Will at VIP Mortgage, and it's time for your local lender update. We're a little late because this week, Monday, was a bank holiday. Rates are a little higher today after a really good sustained week of low rates last week. Part of that is some changes to the Bank of Japan and some uncertainty there. We saw this recently, I think it was July or August last year, where Japan policy really affected the American market. I could go into detail on why that is, but basically, if their debt gets more expensive to buy, that could make our debt a little bit more expensive as well. And the bond market is really what moves the mortgage rates around on us. Moving forward, job numbers continue to come in weak, and it remains to be seen if the debt buying policy by Fannie and Freddie is really going to give us a sustained lowering of rates. I think for the first quarter, we're probably in a reasonably good range, and I don't expect a lot to change, barring any significant announcements from here. I also wanted to give you a bonus update this week, and that is an article that's been making the rounds, which is likely getting the attention of your buyers. It's definitely generating a lot of clicks, and several outlets have picked up this article already. And that is a report that foreclosures increased 14% last year. That part is true. And the idea of the article is to make people think that, oh no, the housing market's weak, or maybe it's going to crumble. And in fact, I have seen lots of influencers who are not in the real estate or financial space at all out there talking about how the housing market is already crumbling, and they really have no idea what they're talking about. This article on foreclosures is accurate in that foreclosures went up 14% last year. But for context, it went from 0.24% to 0.26. That's right around 0.25%. That's ridiculous to use that as a basis for saying that there's growing concern on foreclosures. We're well below historical averages by any way you look at it. And the problem is bad news sells. And I'm positive you're going to get questions about this, which is why I'm addressing it. And also, if you've got buyers that are looking for a deal, right now is probably one of the best times. Rates have been in the best range they have been for over 3 years recently. And it's before those rate reductions are going to cause an increase in home prices. So the best of both worlds is probably in the near term if their calendar lines up with the current conditions. If there's anything we can do for you, give me a call, 719-232-7553.